Guess who's back? Back again. How's it go? Tell all friends?
No, I think Shady's back.
Oh, Shady's back? Well, we're not Shady, so.
Tell a friend.
But yeah, guys, it's been a while.
Yeah, too long.
It's been far, far too long, ladies and gentlemen. But, oh, man, both our phones are going off now. You're doing the same thing I'm about to do, right?
Well, we got the message from the same person, so.
Oh, God, this is a great way to start the show. Phone blowing up with text messaging. And you know what? Maybe we should talk about text messaging for a bit. Or should we talk about the new equipment that we got going for us right now?
We can talk about anything. I mean, that's what a podcast is all about, right?
Yeah, you share your views and opinions about whatever you feel like for the most part.
You know what? How about we share our views and opinions about views and opinions?
You know, I don't like that a view or opinion right there.
You know whose opinions and views I don't like?
Whose?
Donald Trump's. We're not going to talk
We're
about
not
it.
going to go. You got to go bring up something political. You know, I think one of these days.
Eventually, we're going to have to.
One of these days, we're going to do a Javi rant.
No,
where Javi just goes off on every. We're just going to let you go off on everything. We're just going to say.
I'm not that kind of person.
We're going to do. If for our wrestling fans out there, we're going to do what WWE did with CM Punk and give him a live mic and say, go.
No, I'm not really good for rants. I just. There's a lot of topics out there. I mean, whenever something's trending, I like to say something about it. Not every single time, but something.
Like what? Like, okay, well, let's avoid the political stuff. Let's go non-political.
Well, I'm gonna have to go left field on you there. I'm not gonna go political about it. I'm just gonna make a comment about it. I just find it hilarious how Donald Trump makes comments that have been made throughout the years, and just because he's running for president, people are deciding to listen. You know, I don't know. It's just it just bothers me that he brings it up on this platform.
Gotcha.
Where everybody is listening, and he's making everybody drink the Kool-Aid. You know.
Yeah, everyone's drinking his Kool-Aid a little bit, so to say.
But he's such a hypocrite about it, though. Like I said, I'm not going to go into it. I just want to give this one example. He talks about how Mexico doesn't send their best people to America.
Mm-hmm.
And that, like, the Mexican cartel and drugs and all that. I'm like, why do you think the Mexican cartel is so powerful? Who's their biggest customer, I guess?
Oh, yeah, the U.S., hands down.
Yeah, so you want to make America great again, start in, I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't going to go into it. It's just, don't make such a huge comment if it's hypocritical to an extent.
Yeah, I feel on that one.
So, but anyway, no, I'm not the kind of guy that rants about stuff. I just try to add my 2 cents about stuff here and there. So.
Well, quick change of topic here, of course.
You're so scared of politics.
I know, man, because...
like I said, I'm going to respect that it's one of those things that you kind of want to stay from, but you can't be so scared of it.
No, okay, let me put it to you like this. Off podcast, I'll talk about politics all day, every day.
But what if people want to hear about it? I'm not saying we're going to do it, I'm just saying...
Okay, you know what, let's do this then. Maybe one day we'll set up a...
No, we don't have to. We don't have to talk about it. I just don't want you to be so scared about it.
No, I just don't want to upset some of our people.
Well, isn't that what a podcast is all about, though? Like, you want to hear people's opinions about stuff?
True.
It's like, I'll just say this. It's like when somebody says, well, I'm Republican. Yeah, but isn't your daughter homosexual? Well, yeah. And aren't you guys against homosexuals or gay marriage? Well, yeah. Okay, whatever. Democrats. Well, we fight for for the poor or whatever. It's just like a general statement that people back in the day would say. Yeah, but aren't you blah 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 blah? Like I can't really talk politics because I'm not very knowledgeable about it. But it's like, how can somebody be Democrat and support every single thing that supposedly Democrats support when some of them are kind of hit and miss? Same thing for
Republicans, and of course the people that say, "Oh, I'm undecided for right now. I'll vote for whoever puts out the best argument."
Yeah, I mean, and it's hard to ever get a concrete opinion because you got people that really, really care, you got people that really don't care, and you got people in the middle. So it's always, kind of 3 different things. Like they'll lean left or right, but
Yeah, I feel you. Well, we'll do a all political podcast one of these days. We'll do it probably on a slow week. There's not much else to talk about.
Is that Sting on the TV screen?
It looks like it, but he's at the Dynamo game. Maybe it is. Maybe
United Champions.
And Niners Champions is coming them back. Quick note to our new listeners and our past listeners, or current listeners, however you want to put it. So, we have an easier access to our Facebook page now.
Really?
Yeah, all you have to do is type in facebook.com/TGPA podcast, and that'll take you right to our Facebook page, where you get to see our weekly, I guess it's almost like a daily post. We have,
we try.
We got what, Man Crush Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
We got,
and we kind of haven't been doing that because let's be honest, there's not very many men out there to have a crush on.
Exactly. You don't want to put every single guy out there, because then...
it's kind of inappropriate. We're just kidding. We've just been having some technical difficulties. But yeah, Man Crush Monday.
Then we got, what was it, Tokyo Knockdown Tuesdays?
Knockout
Tuesdays, where Godzilla, this week, actually, he's going up against the probably the greatest defensive lineman in NFL history, J.J. Watt.
Yeah.
And I think so far he's J.J. Watt's in the lead, right?
Yeah, because he recovered a fumble.
Dude, those fumbles, man. Those fumbles. Did he do the Nene at the end?
He did the JJ.
Oh, okay, he did the JJ. All right, it still counts.
Yeah, to me, it's just like the ultimate form of a modern day irresistible force meets the immovable object.
See,
which is which, though? I think it could go both ways.
It could. I think my favorite Tokyo knockout so far was against Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, there was a lot of debate about that.
See, and I brought this up in a post on it. Godzilla was asleep for centuries.
Yeah.
So Freddy could have been in his dreams for those centuries, just messing with them.
Yeah, and I have my own view, but I'm just going to bring up questions and views that some people might have. Yeah, but does Freddy know how to swim?
See?
Or does he just astral project?
Maybe he does astral project.
And how does he find his victims? Like, does he have like a TGPS? You know,
I mean, he probably has like a sensor that, like, whenever someone falls asleep, he's like, I don't want to mess with this person.
Yeah, like, I mean, but can anybody pose a threat to him in his dreams? Like,
I don't think so. I mean, I guess that's the only place you can kill him, right? Is in the dream.
Right. And can you only encounter Freddy, or can he only encounter you if you live in that house?
That's a good question.
Or like knew some of the people that he knew.
See that. You know what?
I have no idea.
I think we're going to have to revisit Freddy Krueger versus Godzilla down the line.
Well, it's just one of those things like, well, Spider-Man can be Batman. Well, not the Amazing Spider-Man, maybe Spectacular Spider-Man, but maybe Spider-Man 616. I'm like, you know what? Never mind.
Just never
This
mind
is
on
one of
that
those
one.
things where, like, honestly, it's just a popularity thing. You like Godzilla? Go for Godzilla.
And then we got Woman Crush Wednesday, who I think was last week or week before was Paige Van Zat.
That was last week's. This week there was a 3-way tie, and when there's a 3-way tie,
we just don't want to.
I don't want to upset anybody, so
Gotcha.
I just.
Who's the tie?
Well, Angelina Jolie from back in the day. I mean, I still think she's a beautiful woman today at the age of 40. But when she was 24, 25, doing movies like Gone in 60 Seconds.
Was not when Tomb Raider as well came out?
Tomb Raider.
Oh, dude, I love the Tomb Raider movies.
Man. And even in some of the later films like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Salt, and there was another one.
Wanted?
Oh my god, that's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Can you curve a bullet?
No. I can curve many things, but I can't curve a bullet. But yeah, it was Angelina Jolie, Kate Upton, you know, and for obvious reasons, she's a supermodel.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
And a buddy of mine requested someone that I looked up, and I thought it would be interesting. She's don't remember her name. I think it was Idrissa something. I can't remember. But she's really, really into fitness, like even more so. Or you could say she's Jillian Michaels, but bigger.
Wow.
You know, and I would have made the case that men have all types of, women that they have crushes on, and some guys like the physically bigger, women.
Dude, I like Ronda Rousey.
No, she's bigger than her.
Are you serious?
She's like about China's size, but more muscular, but still sexy.
You know, at one point China was pretty hot.
I never thought so. But yeah, there was a 3-way tie.
I guess that's my type.
Kind of like a Beth Phoenix, or
Yeah.
But yeah, last week's was Paige Van Zandt, who is a fairly new up and comer in UFC, and she actually won her most recent match against Alex Chambers. Just a little controversy with Paige Van Zandt because she's very, very easy on the eyes, and she got a Reebok contract almost immediately. You know, and some people claim that she would not have made it to the UFC if she had gone through the Ultimate Fighter, but she could not because she was underage at the time because there was drinking in the house. But I say, whatever, you know.
Let them do them.
If you're good enough to win Tough Enough, awesome. If you're good enough to get a contract with Reebok, awesome. If you're not, well, then you better work your butt off in other ways, you know. Because Paige still has to go in the ring, into the octagon, and still
prove that she can
girls up. Can we curse on the podcast?
Yeah, we
Is
can.
it like a limit?
No, there's no.
Okay.
We're just trying to control the F-bomb.
I'm not really big on the F-bomb. But she still has to go into the ring and beat bitches up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, boom, keys to the city, you know?
Yeah.
And she is really... She looks ugly with cornrows, but she has to wear her hair like that in the octagon.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Do you think she's cute?
Yeah, it was a beautiful picture you posted. Now, if you say, would I mess with her if I ran into her in the street? No, she looks like someone that can kick my ass.
You know, I'm not all about domestic violence, but I'm all about keeping it real. I think I could knock her out if I had one shot.
Yeah, one shot.
But she would have to hit me first.
How many times would she have to hit you? Just once, or would it have to be multiple times?
She'd have to be beating on me.
Okay.
For like at least 10 seconds.
At least 10 seconds. That's the line?
Yeah.
Once that 11th second hits, that's it.
And see, the 11th second wouldn't even be me be hitting her and be pushing her away.
So when's the first punch come?
Well, I start from the bottom and work up because I don't want to be the guy who punched the girl in the face or like elbowed her in the chest. First I would like kick her ankle, be like, get away from me, But I'm afraid she would catch me and
put you in a submission hold, make you tap out.
Yeah, because she's one of the rare few women in the UFC who's well-rounded. I looked up her stats: 33% submission, 33% ground and pound, and 33% stand up. So she can get you any which way.
Well, I guess it's not so much of a sponsor. It's more of I want to say a shout out to the guys at Guitar Center for helping me get all this equipment today.
Yeah, unfortunately I couldn't make it because I was doing some cleaning.
But it's working pretty good so far. No complaints on my part.
Yeah, the only problem is I'm afraid I'm going to get up and
hit the microphone.
No, like bust into song.
Karaoke time.
Yeah, Mike is going to, or I'm going to spell the word wrong. I feel like I'm in a spelling bee.
Spell.
Can you use podcast in a sentence, please?
Javier tried the spelling bee at the podcast.
We should have a spelling bee.
Oh, that'd be good with John and Hannah.
We could all of us can write down 10 words we think would be tough to spell, and we can pick a random person to spell it.
I think we do like slang words. Spell YOLO.
I don't know if it's YOLO or if it's Y.O.L.O.
Can you use YOLO in a sentence, please?
Yes. You only live once. That's more of a statement, not a sentence.
Yeah.
Just spell it, God dog it.
Okay, so I guess that'd be a future episode there.
Yeah.
The TGPA spelling bee.
Yeah. Or spelling C.
Spelling C.
Because we're not... I don't want to get sued.
True.
Can the spelling bee sue somebody for having a spelling bee?
I don't know,
but I don't want to get stung.
True. Moving forward to some other cool information in there. So a couple of weeks back, you guys may have seen some posts on our Facebook page about a fantasy football league that we're doing. Well, we got 10 participants, including Javi and myself.
And I just want to say right now I'm leading.
You know,
I'm number one.
somehow Rob Gronkowski just went off opening night for this man.
No, man, I'm still so, what do you call it, sour, bitter, salty, whatever you want to call it.
You didn't get Tom Brady?
About Jared picking up Tom Brady. Because here's what happened. I don't know how to play fantasy football. I never did. But I'm a quick learner. And I heard a lot of stuff. Some people said you got to pick an elite quarterback first round. Some people called me stupid for saying that. So some people said you got to pick an elite running back. You got to pick an elite wide receiver. You can't. You don't have to pick a tight end, but if you did, you got to go Gronkowski or Jimmy Graham. And they kept saying, if you go defense, you got to get the Bills, or you got to get the Texans. You go kicker, you got to get this person. I'm like, okay, but who do I get first? You know. And so I was like, oh no, I'm going to throw everybody off and get the Houston Texans defense. Somebody called me an idiot. Like, you don't get a defense in the first round. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to let it happen. And I think we're going into the 5th or 6th round, and I still hadn't picked up a quarterback because I had picked up Gronkowski, C.J. Anderson, and I don't think it was Andre Johnson.
No, you didn't get Andre Johnson.
I can't remember what wide receiver I had. But I said to myself, it's time for a quarterback. Nobody's picked up Brady. I had just picked up, I can't remember who I picked up, but then my next pick was 14 picks away. Then 13 picks, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 2 picks away. The person ahead of me picks up Tom Brady. So I ended up getting Romo. And can you imagine what I would look like right now if I had picked up Tom Brady?
Oh, dude, there's been some ridiculous numbers right now. I'm surprised you passed on Edelman too, though.
I couldn't remember. For some reason, I thought Decker. I confused Edelman with Decker. That's what happened. Because they both played for elite quarterbacks at one point. Decker played for Manning,
Right.
didn't he?
I don't think Decker's gonna have a good year.
Well, I mean, he's got Fitzmagic throwing at him, so.
I think I surprised you. I bet I surprised you with my first pick, Andrew Luck. Tell me I surprised you.
No.
Really?
Well, I mean, wasn't Aaron Rodgers already picked?
Yeah, he was.
So yeah, it didn't surprise me. I knew you were going to go quarterback.
But did you think I was going to go with Luck after I bashed him like every single chance?
You're a numbers guy, and you go with numbers.
Okay.
Well, I mean, stats are a touchy subject with us, but when it comes to fantasy stats, I mean, come on. I mean, he's gonna do.
He's gonna throw for like
this year.
350 yards, 3 touchdowns a game.
Yeah, because I mean, in Houston alone, I mean, T.Y. Hilton kills the Texans, and now they got Andre Johnson.
I don't think Johnson's gonna have that good year.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just talking about those 2 seasons.
Yeah.
I mean, those 2 games. I don't think Johnson's gonna see. What I think is that chip on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people might say it doesn't make sense for him to leave the Texans to go to the Colts and have a reduced playing schedule there.
Well, you gotta look at his age.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, that's what Houston wanted for him, right?
Yeah.
For him to have a reduced playing schedule.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of bugged me a little bit because it's like Andre Johnson can still perform, and you have nobody to take his place. I mean, yeah,
DeAndre Hopkins has taken his place. Dude's a beast.
No.
I'm mad at him.
He's good, but he's not. If he was a beast, he would have been one of the 4 or 5 wide receivers taken.
He is one of the top 4 receivers, dude.
That got taken?
Yeah.
In our fantasy draft?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, he got taken early. I was pissed.
Whatever. All I'm saying is, I think Andre Johnson. I think he's going to win a Super Bowl this year.
50-50 on it.
Well, because if he's not going to throw to Hilton, he's got somebody reliable in Johnson. Yeah, he's getting older, but he's still reliable.
The Patriots the Patriots are going to face the Colts in New England, and the headsets for the Colts are going to stop working.
I don't know. I don't know about the Patriots. I mean, if they have cheated, if they haven't cheated,
it's a touchy subject.
I mean, I really don't care. I mean, me talking about them, defending them, or attacking them, they're not gonna pay me for defending them. You know, that's why I don't even talk about Cowboys and Texans anymore. Because it's like, why am I gonna get a hot head over a stupid conversation? I mean, Romo's not gonna get up and be like, "Yeah, Javier, appreciate you, defending me a little bit," you know.
Yeah, he's not.
Appreciate you. I don't think the Texans are gonna be like, "Really, Javier? You're gonna say that if we had Romo these past 2 years, we would have won the Super Bowl? Yeah, because it's true. I think you could have, especially with the defense and the offense that we had at one point.
Oh, yeah. So I think we're just about caught up on everything that we've been through the past month or so, right?
What do you mean?
Like we've done a lot over the past several months since we haven't recorded a podcast in a while.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you know, the fantasy football league, you know, the new equipment coming in. What else have we missed? We haven't gone to any movies recently.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we haven't gone to see any movies recently. We gotta go see a bunch of them to do reviews.
Well, you're right. We haven't gone.
What are you talking about, Javi?
I'm just supporting what you just said. We haven't gone. To
Yeah,
the
but you put
movies
emphasis on the we.
Yeah, because I've been going to the movies a lot
What
over
the hell?
the past month and a half.
Okay, well, what have you seen? Have you seen Sinister 2 yet?
Yeah.
You serious?
Yeah.
What about the... Okay, I know one that just came out last night. The Visit.
Yeah, saw it last night.
The new Terminator?
Yeah, saw it twice.
What the...
I invited you to the visit. You said we'll see. I invited you to Terminator. You said we'll see. I invited you to... What was the other one you said?
You did not invite me to Sinister 2.
Oh, well, I mean, it gets to a point to where you get tired of getting turned down.
And you did not invite me to the visit.
Look, Nick, I mean...
You just called me Nick?
Well, I did invite Nick, but he didn't respond. We responded, but he didn't respond.
Oh, he gave you the Nick response? You don't have to get all technical and get the exact word-for-word quote.
No, he just said he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to make it, though.
Okay.
But let me just name all the movies I've seen so far.
What about the Minions? Well, I saw the Minions, so...
Can we do like a 1 minute kind of little thing on Minions real quick?
Sure.
All right. I saw a lot of inappropriate things in that movie. Did you see a lot of inappropriate things?
Oh, there was so much.
Like, I'm just so glad that the kids can't catch that stuff. They'll catch it when they rewatch it with
it's like Shrek.
Years. No, well, I think Shrek was more, I don't think it was, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
Was Shrek more obvious, I guess?
Well, yeah. Obviously it's for the kids, but, there was like an adult story aspect to it as well. Minions is just for kids. I mean, I don't think there's a doubt about that.
That's true.
But I mean, they had hitchhiking, really.
Yeah.
They had dinosaurs dying.
Partial nudity.
Yeah.
Showed his butt.
Yeah, like homosexuality too.
Oh God.
When what was it? Bob? Was it Bob?
I think it was Bob.
Bob was licking Kevin on the face. I'm like, whoa! No, I'm just kidding. About that. That was funny. But there was like I said, bank rob. There were guns. There
Explosions.
Was, there was a death on screen. Like we saw it.
Man. There's just so much.
It was just. I mean, like I said, don't get me wrong. If it was rated G, then okay, it's rated G. It's just.
It was rated PG though. Parental guidance needed.
Really?
Yeah.
No. Seriously?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that was their way of covering their own butt because I mean, somebody has to take the kids to watch the movie. Not like a kid's is gonna go to. It's like I want one for me, please. But yeah, I was just surprised that the people that are up at because it's like 2015 is the year that everybody's offended by something.
It does seem like that. The year of being offended.
I could understand the racial things, the cop brutality things. The presidential thing. But really, like. People are offended by
Minions.
No, I'm just surprised that those people didn't stand up and was like, those are inappropriate, I'm not going to take my kid to watch it. What, you mean you're not going to take them to watch it again? You've already seen it, But it's just, people are so sensitive about certain things. I'm surprised somebody didn't say something about it. But, I mean, it's still a good movie, I guess.
It was decent. It wasn't as good as Despicable Me or Despicable Me 2.
Well, I was really surprised by it because I honestly I thought the Minions were going to talk in their weird language the entire movie, and that's all it was going to be. I'm like, really? But I mean, that was a really good story too.
Yeah.
And getting to see. Well, I don't want to make too many spoilers, but yeah, I was just surprised that they had all this stuff in there.
I'd recommend it. I mean, I'll recommend people go watch it, like rent it on Redbox or something when it comes out.
Yeah, definitely.
So you getting a list of movies that you've gone and seen?
Yeah. I want you to count them, okay?
Okay, let's count them.
I'm going to name them and you count them. Okay. Avengers 2.
I saw that with you. That's fine.
Mad Max.
I saw that with you. That's fine.
Jurassic World.
Saw that with you. That's fine.
Terminator Genesis.
Pissed off at you.
Minions.
I saw that, so it's okay. I didn't go with you, but I saw that, so it's fine.
Cinderella.
Didn't care to see that one.
Spy.
Didn't really care for that one either.
It doesn't matter if you care or not. You're counting the movies
Okay.
that I've seen. Because I told you I've seen a lot of movies.
Did you see Fantastic Four?
But, okay. Also, I forgot to say that my job is right next to Studio Movie Grill.
Did you
So-
see Fantastic Four though?
Yeah.
Son of a-
Also saw Hitman Agent 47.
Did you see?
Straight Outta Compton.
I
No
stopped-
Escape. Pixels. Southpaw. Amazing movie, by the way. Sorry, John, that we didn't go see that.
Up to like
San Andreas.
8 movies now.
Poltergeist.
Okay, we saw that one together. That was
The
pretty
Visit. Trainwreck.
good.
Chappie.
That's a sad ending, by the way. I finally saw that one.
Yeah, Ant-Man.
Saw that one together. That was fine.
Sinister 2. Fantastic Four. The Wedding Ringer.
Okay, stop. Just stop.
Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of reviews on this.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a lot of it.
So,
So,
Paper Towns.
okay, so you guys should be expecting Javi to do about 15 reviews here for you guys.
Yeah, no, we're just gonna do one. You know what? We'll do like movies only.
Movies only.
Podcast movie review.
Just talk about movies.
Well, obviously we're gonna review all the ones that I've seen.
You know, this will be the second time we've done it. Oh, you weren't in the first all movies podcast.
Well, I think you guys were just talking about what movies were coming out.
Yeah.
And this one will be. We'll talk about the ones we saw, and I'll
Mhm.
talk about the ones that. Wait, Dynamo or 9 and 10?
Yeah, it's not been a great season for him.
Yeah, I could imagine. 9 and 10. That's no way now.
I know it's a rebuilding year. They should bounce back next year, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. But anyway,
So we've caught up on movies. We talked about the fantasy football. Let's just call it an episode. We're done.
are you sure we're done? Because I feel like we're gonna remember some stuff.
Oh, we always remember. You know what? We're gonna call this one the catch-up show,
Or random
randomtivity, where we just sit around, talk about whatever we feel like for a change. No script.
Have you ever done that?
No, we normally like kind of plan it out a little bit. You know, we kind of stick to a topic, and that's about it.
Hey, why don't we just fit like a little get to know us in there? I remember we said we were going to do an episode of that, but I don't think people really want to get to know us. But just give them a little something, you know? How about I ask you 5 questions, you ask me 5 questions?
All right, deal. Go.
Okay. You want 5 consecutive or back and forth?
Let's go back and forth.
Okay. Who goes first? Rock, paper, scissors?
Sure.
Winner chooses.
Rock.
Okay. I'll go first.
All right.
What's your phobia or thing that you're scared of most, even if it's not a phobia?
The thing I'm scared about most would be heights lately.
I'm not afraid of heights. I'm afraid of falling from heights.
Well, it's more okay. It's not so much like heights, but like I can be in a sturdy building and look out the window from like the 60th floor perfectly fine. If that shit starts shaking, I get scared and it's like, no, I'm out. I'm not doing this again.
Yeah, I went zip lining where I went, I don't know, 50, 100 feet in the air, and I was fine until they told me jump. I'm like, oh, I did it, but it was hard.
You're like, there's no ladder to get down.
No, you got the zip line to protect me. But yeah, okay, heights. That's legit.
All right. Favorite sports team in the 4 major sports. I guess let's do 3 major sports. So it'd be basketball, baseball, football.
Well, I mean, obviously it'd be Houston for all 3 of them. I'll narrow it down to
Let's say excluding Houston.
excluding Houston.
Yeah.
Okay. If I had to follow a football team that wasn't Houston, I would I mean, do I have to? Okay, I would say any team Peyton Manning's on.
Anything paid?
I mean, does that count?
Yeah, I guess that'll count. So it's not so much you care about a team; it's more about player.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peyton Manning. For baseball, if I didn't have to follow the Astros,
Come on, man.
right now I would probably follow the Kansas City Royals
Why the Royals though?
because they're like the opposite of. I mean, you ask somebody, "Hey, how are you going to build a team?"
We're
We're going to build it like this. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, we're going to do the opposite. They remind me of the Oakland A's from back in the day.
It's all about that. About how much. What was it called again?
How,
Analytics.
How much can you squeeze out of a penny?
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
all about the analytics, man.
Yeah, so I really like what they did, and for them to lose against the Giants in the World Series, it was a heartbreaker. I mean, I don't remember, I'm not a big Kansas City Royals fan, but to see the team come from where they came from,
You know, I
To make
pegged
the
you
World
more as a Boston or Yankees fan.
I couldn't pick one without the other.
Okay.
So I went with the Royals.
And that leaves basketball. See,
Any team LeBron James is on, but no, that's cheap. Right now, I'd say San Antonio Spurs.
see, I was gonna say I peg you for a Spurs guy too.
Well, I just like what they do.
Oh yeah,
I like how they do things.
it's funny that it's like no matter how old Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, or Tony Parker get, they just seem to get better. It's not just those three players; it's like the entire team across the board gets better.
Well, it's like it's the ultimate check your ego at the door team because
Mhm.
you're gonna play as a team. There's nobody that's gonna be a superstar. Well, everybody's a superstar, but you know what I mean.
And well, they just got one of the guys, a guy with a huge ego on their team, and Anthony Aldridge. See how that
I thought it
happened.
was LaMarcus.
Oh, sorry, LaMarcus Aldridge. I don't know why I'm thinking of Anthony Aldridge. What am I thinking of?
Anthony Davis, maybe.
I'm thinking Anthony Davis and LaMarcus Aldridge combined. They had a kid. Dude, can you imagine how dominant that kid would be?
Not as dominant as the kid that Brad Pitt and David Beckham would make. Speaking of Brad Pitt, dude, have you seen Shiloh lately?
Shiloh? No, I have not.
That is one beautiful little girl that looks like a boy. That looks just like Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt.
Had a baby?
No, she looks just like her parents. I'll show you a picture right now. But yeah, if I had to pick, I'd say what did I say? Oh, Spurs.
Spurs. All right.
So
Next question, man.
next question for you would be, if you can invent an app, you can be silly about it, you can be serious about it. If you can invent an app, what would it be?
Lottery ticket number picker.
Is it gonna be like a fantasy lottery ticket? Like, what's the best numbers that might hit? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll charge everyone like $2 to download it. And every use is a quarter.
Does that not look like Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt? I think there's a picture where it shows all three of them together.
Yeah, it looks like a mix of them.
Yeah, that's Angelina Jolie when she was younger. That's Shiloh when she's younger. She likes to dress. Some people say that she. I can't believe some people are already saying, "Oh, Shiloh's gay." I'm like, no.
It's a child.
Yeah, I've always wanted to let my nieces and nephews wear whatever the hell they wanted to wear
Mm-hmm.
because it's like that's what they want to wear.
Exactly.
You know? Why is somebody gonna make fun of a kid for what they wear? It's not like, Angelina Jolie even said it in an interview. She likes to express herself, and she's gonna let her.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Here it is.
Dang. Yeah, it's like a perfect mix between them.
It's crazy. Genetic jackpot.
All right, so my app would be like a random, like a lottery number picker for you. But like I said, I'm going to charge them $2 to download it and a quarter for every use.
Wait, so it's just gonna pick random numbers?
No, it's
Or-
going to pick the numbers that are most likely to hit.
But how would it? Is it? Wait, aren't the odds the same every single time? You freaking cheat. Okay, we got a cheater on our hands here.
It's
All
not
right.
a cheater, man. It's business. It's all about business.
If people are that lazy that they can't just write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then
Hey, man, I gotta make money somehow.
and this is the person you're letting people get to know. All right. Well,
All right. Let's see. People, give me a good idea to ask them. One place you want to travel to.
I
Mine's
would
easy.
like to see Stonehenge. I don't know where it's at.
So Scotland?
Yeah, I would just like to chill
See,
at Stonehenge.
I want to go visit the Hobbit homes from Lord of the Rings, so it'd be New Zealand for me.
Is that real?
They actually built them,
Okay.
so I want to go visit there.
Well, I would just want to have like a cool little party with me and like I don't know 5 or 6 close friends at Stonehenge, but with Wi-Fi there,
You know,
Places
Stonehenge,
to put.
like people say Stonehenge is linked to aliens, right?
Yeah, but they're weak against water.
That's witches.
No, you didn't see signs.
That's right.
M. Night Shyamalan.
You
Speaking
know,
of that, yeah, I need to go watch The Visit.
I've heard good reviews. Okay, I've heard a lot of good reviews. I want to go see it. I might go see it soon. Not sure when.
What about tonight?
We're gonna record a podcast.
Can't catch lightning.
The way my yeah, you know, new equipment cost a lot. Paydays in like 2 days. You covering for me?
No, free ticket, yeah.
All right, sweet. Let's go. We'll go. All right, podcast over. We're out.
No, we could just do a couple more.
All right,
So,
you're up
what
next,
did I
buddy.
say? Oh, okay.
So you want to go visit Stonehenge? I want to go visit the Hobbit homes. What's your next question for me? Shoot,
all
fire away.
right, I'm gonna be a guy about this, okay?
All right.
I'm gonna be a guy about this. Face, boobs, and butt make your perfect woman. Celebrities.
Oh God.
From celebrities.
You know, people might think I'm stupid, but I'll go Angelina Jolie's face. I don't know, something about her eyes and the lips.
Mhm.
Like, just, yeah. God, boobs. I'll come back to that in a bit. I gotta think about that.
Okay.
But, something about Scarlett Johansson's.
She's got a nice butt.
I don't know. I guess I'm going from, based on the Avengers outfit she wears as Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I remember Anne Hathaway from The Dark Knight Rises.
Mm-hmm.
She looked pretty good in that too.
Mm-hmm.
Can I
Yeah,
com-
she's very. She's
Can I
she's
combine
got a
them?
body on her.
Okay, and then I'll go
Interior.
Britney Spears when she first came out, like from the Oops I Did It Again for boobs.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Two more questions. Is she tall? I mean, is she tall, average height, or short?
Average height.
And is she? If you look at her, would some people say she's skinny,
Medium build.
medium? Okay, like kind of like Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got. You should have just said Britney Spears
I should have, shouldn't
with
I?
Angelina Jolie's face.
I should have.
Speaking of that, you know, O-Town made a song called "Liquid Dreams," and like Angelina Jolie was part of the lyrics.
Seriously?
Yeah, like they were building the perfect. So I remember the lyrics were, "I dream about a girl with a hint of Destiny's Child
Mm-hmm.
and a touch of Madonna's wild style,
Mm-hmm.
with Janet Jackson's curves, I think, throwing a body like Jennifer Lopez."
No.
And,
Oh, God, I forgot about Jennifer Lopez.
and I think it says Angelina Jolie's lips and Cindy Crawford's beauty mark.
Dang.
You should listen to that song.
I'll probably give it a little listen. Who sings it again?
O-Town.
O-Town?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. What's the song called?
Liquid Dreams.
Liquid Dreams. So, guys, Liquid Dreams, O-Town. Gotta listen to that. Speaking of songs, quick question. Have you heard that new song by, you probably don't even know the band. It's called Pop Evil. The song's called Footsteps.
No.
Oh, dude, it's a pretty good song. If you're a fan of alternative rock, you should check that song out. It's pretty awesome.
Or just music.
Yeah, just music in general. It's pretty awesome. I guess my turn. Man crush.
My main crush would be Joe McHale.
Joel McHale.
Hmm?
Really?
Something about him.
See, mine's gonna be Matt Damon. It's always been Matt Damon. I don't know why.
Do you want to play Sarah Silverman's part in the Matt Damon songs?
You know, There's just something about him, you know. He's a writer. He's talented. He's a good actor. You know, he doesn't seem like the type of guy that will just throw you away for the next hot thing.
Well, because he's not really a hot thing either, so he kind of has to hold on to what he has. You know? No, but yeah, Joe McHale. It's just something about his comedic,
his personality, man.
yeah, his his sense of humor.
Yeah,
You know, it catches me every time.
you know they say a guy with a good sense of humor always gets the ladies.
It's not true. So why is I can't remember his ugly comedian. But anyway, yeah, Joe McHale.
All right, so I guess it'll be the last question now, buddy.
Okay. I think we talked about this one time. It's not political or anything, so don't get scared. If you could get rid of one of 5 terrible things in the world, what would it be? Would it be?
Do I get to pick, or do I have to choose from?
I'm gonna give you 5.
Okay.
AIDS/cancer.
Mm-hmm.
War.
Mm-hmm.
When I say war, I mean like world peace. You know, countries can be like women and not like each other, but they're just like, you know what, we're not going to do business with you, and that's it. Nobody dies.
Okay.
3, racism. 4, pedophiles, or pedophile/rape.
Oh, you mean just get rid of it altogether?
Yeah.
That's it. Number 4. Now we hear the last one.
Oh, okay. Because the 5th one was going to be autism.
Pick the 4th one still. I mean,
dude, you can't argue it because they're all touchy.
Yeah, I still think the 4th one. I think it's the worst out of all of them.
Yeah. Well,
and then again, I mean, I have a kid, so they're like, yeah, that's.
yeah, I like I said, I'm not even gonna argue with you. Like, I might pick something different, but I'm not gonna argue with you.
Yeah.
You know, it's because every single one of them. I mean, AIDS and cancer. I mean, you know how many lives would be saved if that was to end right now?
True.
Racism.
True.
You know how much better this country
See,
would be?
but if you get rid of racism, we're going to turn into a classist society.
No.
Where it's all about how much money you have at that point.
Right now, it already is about how much money you have.
True.
Look at Donald Trump. The only reason he's where he's at because of how much money he has. I mean, if he was making the same comments he was making right now and had no money, he'd be just another American, just being an idiot and talking crap. Like I said, if you get rid of racism, it just gets. I don't know. I'm a real big convenience guy. You make things a lot easier. You think you know. He was like, that guy stopped me because you were speeding, not because you were black or Mexican, but because you were speeding.
Exactly.
You know, and there's not going to be somebody shooting cops at a gas station because he was white. It's because he just didn't like cops.
Exactly.
You know? And the last one, autism. I mean, I know parents who have autistic kids, and it's
tough for them.
I mean, it's half and half. It's tough on the parents, but at the same time, I just feel so bad that this kid is missing out. You know?
Yeah. All right, mine. I'm kind of gonna borrow an idea from a. Have you heard of Rooster Teeth?
Who? Yes.
Rooster Teeth. So they have this thing that they do called it's $1 million but. Where it's like they do this whole hypothetical situation where you get $1 million, but you have to deal with some crazy event for having that $1 million.
Okay.
So along those lines, you get $1 million.
Wait, million or billion?
Million.
Okay.
1 million. But every day for the rest of your life, at random times throughout the day, someone's going to stick you in the eye with a needle. That's going to happen it has to happen 10 times throughout the day. You never know what's going to happen. You're just going to get stuck in the eye. That's going to happen for a year.
For a year?
Yeah.
And there's no getting out of it by saying, like, as soon as I get the $1 million, I get, like my eyes ripped out, put on ice, and then put get glass eyes put. I don't know. I'm just
That's
saying.
pretty.
No, I wouldn't do it. That's just horrible.
You wouldn't do it for $1 million?
No, not for $1 million. Not even for $1 billion. I just wouldn't do it at all. That's just very painful to have to go through it every day.
Really? I mean,
But you know what? It's funny you say it because I love those kind of questions. Not necessarily how you phrase it, but like the way I phrase it, it's like, what if you can do so much good, but it'll come at a very big price?
Yeah,
but like, not like you could solve war. I mean, you could get rid of war, but you'd have to destroy this country off the map.
Okay.
Not like that. What I would say is, what if you had the cure for cancer inside of you, but you have to, not, and you're not going to get experimented on, not like a freak, but you have to stay, I don't know, the Pentagon, the White House, wherever, somewhere safe for the rest of your life. Now, you still have your setup. You got a room. You want video games? They'll get you the video games.
I'll do it.
Whatever. But
I'll do it.
You can't, you'll get cut from your family. You'll get cut from
They can't visit or anything?
I guess you can Skype with them.
I'll do it. I got video games, right?
Yeah.
I'll do it.
I'd do it to save lives.
Yeah. Yeah, to save lives.
I think you're looking at free video games. Well, I mean, let's say you're getting paid for it. So you get paid like $3,000 a week.
Do I gotta send money back to my family?
I guess you can send a percentage their way.
I'll do it.
Okay, cool. Anyway, too much to that, but okay.
All right. So,
but no, I wouldn't be
go back to
stepping
that same idea that you were on there. Okay, you can get world peace. However, the only way you can get it is to kill 1 million people. Like, you yourself have to go and kill 1 million people, and then there'll be world peace for the rest of eternity.
I would do it if I could pick who the people were.
Yeah, well, you get to pick who the 1 million people are. I can make it worse by saying the last 10 are random.
Out of the entire world?
Yeah. Remember, everyone's gonna know you killed 1 million people.
Like, I was responsible for that? Or, like, they know that, oh, yeah, Javier came over here and stabbed that guy in the throat and left him for dead. Oh, yeah. Just ran him over.
Yeah. There's gonna be newspaper articles saying...
But will I be free? Do I have to be in hiding from like, the people that want to get revenge on me?
If there's people that want to get revenge on you, then yeah, you gotta go into hiding from them.
Do I go into witness protection? Do I get a new face? Or
No, it's pretty much like this.
I have to go into hiding?
After you kill the 1 millionth person, there's going to be news articles like this saying Javier killed these people. There's going to be a list of names.
Well, that's kind of...
But there's world peace.
I don't know how to say it. Is it oxymoronic or is it like backwards what you're saying? Because wouldn't that start another war?
No.
The only war left on Earth is the war against Javier Santana.
Exactly.
Will I be protected? Will I have like a room at the White House where like, yeah, you can chill here, man. You got video games. We got Pepsi in the fridge over there. Wait, so I'm not doing this for anybody. I'm just doing it for myself.
Yeah.
So, how long is it going to take me to kill 1 million people?
I don't know. However long you want it to take, but you'll have world peace.
It depends. If I could have protection for the rest of my life after that, kind of like the situation, like being at the White House, here's your video games, Skype with your family, whatever. They know what you did, and at least my family, they know what I did and why I did it. Then yeah. But if it's like I killed the millionth person and I have to go into hiding, it's like Javier killed a lot of people, man. He's like world's greatest serial killer ever. And
you wouldn't do it?
No.
Even if it's world peace?
Dude, they found Osama bin Laden and Saddam Hussein. They're gonna find me. No, I wouldn't do that. I have a question for you though.
All right.
But really think about this, okay?
Okay.
Because I know you, and I know that you. I know what you're gonna pick. And honor system.
Mm-hmm.
Once you reveal your thing, I'll tell you if I knew for sure that's what you were gonna pick.
All right.
But before you answer the question, think about it for like 10 seconds.
Okay.
Really think about it. Would you rather spend the night in a hotel room with 5 supermodels, and then not have sex with all 5 of them, but in the next morning, everybody knows that you had sex with them, and the girls will even back you up. They'll say, "Yeah, he had sex with all 5 of us." Or would you spend the night in a hotel room, have sex with all 5 supermodels, or how I even make it even better?
Mhm.
5 celebrities that you want,
Mhm.
but you can't tell a soul.
I'll pick the first choice.
To not hook up with them?
Yeah. Because if you just hang out with them, you talk to them, maybe down the line, something might
No.
happen.
No.
But you know what?
Not unless I went in on a deal with you and I killed like every single good-looking celebrity, and I gave you the $1 million.
But the bright side of it still is that people are gonna know you were able to hang out with them and you supposedly hooked up with them. So yeah, I'll still take the first one.
I would take the first one too, just because I would win every single argument ever by finishing my sentence like, yeah, well, I hooked up with 5 supermodels.
Who have you hooked up with?
It's like, how many supermodels have you hooked up with at one time? 1. Why is it 5?
There's even that one guy's like, I got 6.
Oh, so you're already labeling yourself as the guy who's considered the one-upper?
Pretty much.
We I think we said we were going to do this. I think we should start doing like top 10 lists in the podcast.
Yeah.
We'll do it quick, like 4 or 5 minutes. Top 10 list of because I've actually fell in love with this YouTube channel called WatchMojo.com. They have top 10
dude,
lists
I
about.
love that channel.
Really? Did I tell you about it? Or did you already know about it?
I already knew about it. I watch a lot of Watch Mojo videos.
Dude, they come out with videos every day, and it's like
Great.
they might recommend the same video every once in a while because it's so closely related to what you just watched. But trust me, they have so many different videos, and I think we should do something like that, like the top 10 types of friends. I'm sure we could do that right now. The one-upper.
Oh god, I can't stand the one-upper because he's the guy that you're like.
We know a one-upper.
We do know. I think we might even know. No, we only know one-upper. He's like, dude. You're like, dude, check out my new car. 2 days later, it's like, dude,
check out my
new car.
He's like, okay. What about the everything is stupid?
Oh, okay. I think we have a couple of people like that we know.
Yeah.
And okay, those people.
And I'm not even. I'm not targeting anybody specific. I just can't stand the people that something is trending. I want to be a part of it, just by either saying something or like just checking something out, and somebody say, "Ugh, that's so stupid."
It's like Mr. It's almost like exactly the same as the person I call him Mr. Opposite. He does the opposite of what everybody else does. It's like, dude, everyone loves this movie. I heard it was shit. It's like,
but you have no ears. Still heard it was shit.
He's also the guy that you'd be like, dude, did you hear 2 + 2 is 4? It's like, no, man, it's 5. It's like, no. They scientifically proved it. It's like, no, it's 5.
What about the been there, done that friend?
But he's never done it.
And a lot of people get the been there, done that friend confused with the too cool for school friend.
Yeah.
Dude, I got mad, and it was like, oh, man, ain't nobody playing Madden right now. And that same person will say, no, that's a different person. We still have trouble like deciphering them because they're so like we have to scientifically do it.
It's like a thin line that separates.
Very thin line, but it's there. One of the people that I hate the most are the people that dog you. Like if you watch an anime or if you play a video game that supposedly was for little kids and like you're still into it. Example, you still play Pokemon, Javier? Dude, that's like for little kids. You gotta grow up.
Sidebar, Pokemon Go. Gonna get it. I don't care.
What's Pokemon Go?
You haven't seen the trailer yet?
No. What is it? Tell me.
Okay. So, it's a mobile app for your phone.
Oh yeah. I did hear about it. Yeah, I did hear about it.
It's coming out next year.
That's gonna be awesome. But yeah. Really? You still play Pokemon? That's like so pathetic. And my answer would always be, it's probably extremely inaccurate, but they never argued it back. My answer was always like, oh, I guess I'll be pathetic with the 63 million other Americans that bought Pokemon this year.
You're probably right. I mean, Pokemon's like one of the biggest selling video games of all time.
It's one of the, I don't know, like top 100 franchises.
I remember for a while their parents would think that the Japanese was using Pokemon to like brainwash their children and stuff like that.
Seizures, you know?
There was an actual episode that focused on Pikachu that where Pikachu's eyes started flashing red and it gave a bunch of Japanese kids seizures.
Like how? It's just what it is. Weak people, weak-minded fools. You know,
I found it funny.
These kids cannot come.
I mean, okay. Let me take that back.
The force is not strong enough with these kids.
I don't find little kids having seizures funny. I just found that Pikachu's eyes were the things that caused the seizures.
I find it funny because none of the kids died. It's funny, like, dude, I almost got hit by a car. Like, what the fuck, are you alright, dude? Yeah, I'm fine. Like, Jesus Christ. As compared to, dude, I got hit by a car. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude, your leg okay? Like, no.
It got amputated.
If you almost died, but you didn't, it's funny.
Okay, yeah.
You know. But, I mean, it has to be like a freak thing, not like, dude, somebody put a gun in my face. That's something different. That's
completely different.
It's like, you know, like, dude, I almost got on that plane. I'm like, it's a good thing you did it, bro. You would have been filet mignon, bro. You would have been gone. He was like, yeah.
Speaking of while we're on topics of video games and stuff, so have you played Until Dawn yet?
No. I'm a normal guy. I don't want anybody to think this is because I'm on a podcast and I have tons of money. I have it on layaway right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on, but before we continue, I just want to bring up one more friend.
Mm-hmm.
That other friend. The person that has a problem with superhero movies because it doesn't follow the story.
So and then let me guess, that's also the same person that doesn't have any comic book whatsoever.
That's the same person that has no interest in heroes or comics ever, goes to watch a movie and somehow became the biggest comic book nerd of all time. After that, and the biggest critic of all time.
Oh, okay.
It's like, that movie didn't follow the story. Everybody knows that Spider-Man got his powers when he got bit by a spider. I'm like, yeah, everybody knows that.
See, the first thing that most people have to realize, comic book movies, their main purpose isn't to follow the comic, but to make money.
Yeah.
That's the first and most important thing, is to make money.
Yeah. Because, like, this new Batman Superman movie that's coming out, I already see different aspects from different story arcs, and that's one thing, trying to get to explain to these people that there's different universes, different story arcs.
That's the worst.
It's like, one of the best things you could ever do is like, what if Batman this, what if Superman that, what if the Justice League this?
There's probably a universe for it already.
Yeah, and trying to get people to understand that there's a million different universes. And on top of that, there's even comics that are called what if comics. On top of that, there's something called amalgam comics, where Marvel and DC came together, made heroes combine, like fuse into their own universes.
It's just insane.
Like, you know, like the Superman Batman movie.
Mm-hmm.
There's like, well, I mean, Batman didn't do that. That's not how they formed the Justice League, because Batman was like a 50-year-old man. I was like, yes, but would you really want to watch a live-action movie with the Justice League just coming together like they normally did, or would you want to make it something like, you know, like throw people off, like Batman versus Superman? Like, wait, what? Batman versus Superman?
Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody knows Batman's gonna win. No, but Superman this, but Batman that. I gotta go see it. But it's Justice League coming together. Well, how are they gonna do that if they're fighting each other? I gotta go see it.
Yeah.
Duh. Hello. It's I don't know. It's just. Yeah.
I mean, it's people like that do get on my nerve a lot. People like that do very much get on my nerves, because they. What about the people that pick apart every single thing in a movie? I heard the most, like, one of the stupidest comments the other day. Oh, I didn't like Transformers, the new one. It didn't seem like believable with the Dinobots and stuff. It's like, wait, hold on. A movie.
I remember we talked about this in the. I think we talked about movies that. Yeah, we did do one where we talked about movies. Yeah. And I did my Godzilla roar.
Yeah. So you're telling me a movie about transforming cars, aliens,
cybernetic aliens, or whatever,
was not believable because of the Dinobots?
Even though.
Let that sit in for a second.
See, I noticed me and you are like really quick to do the even though it's okay in the cartoon.
Yeah. I mean, it's just unbelievable what some people pick up, like, complain about movies for it. You know, which is why when we do our movie reviews, we don't pick apart the flaws in the sense of, oh, that's not believable, or why are they doing that. No,
because sorry to interrupt. It's just like comparing Jason to Scream.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a big fan of Jason, this big, huge guy
mm-hmm.
that slashes away with machetes and can't die,
Mm-hmm.
and you love that aspect of a horror villain,
Mm-hmm.
then you're probably not gonna like Scream because that's just a regular guy.
Exactly.
Or if you like how realistic Scream was, where a regular guy could kill all these people with a now iconic, like a mask,
mm-hmm.
then you're probably not gonna like Chucky.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all classic, but it's like you're always gonna have the people that are more realistic. I like more fantasy. Like, I like a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
If it all flows, then cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, because if you're watching Jason and then you have this guy come out of nowhere, like a regular human being, take Jason down, it's like,
really,
no,
really.
Or if you're watching Scream and out of nowhere, like this, like a Jason type person comes out of nowhere, it's like, that doesn't, no,
it doesn't work.
I like good movies.
Exactly. So, like I said, when we pick apart a movie, we pick apart, did the flow of it make sense? Was the ending suffice for what was told throughout the entire build-up? That's what we pick apart.
It's like Godzilla. People were like, "Well, I just don't believe that Japan didn't know that there was a monster down there." I'm like,
what?
Yeah, how could they not know that there was a 500 foot or however tall or heavy Godzilla is? How could they not know that he was down there? Like, really? That's what you're worried about?
I was more worried that Godzilla had a six-pack.
If you... Whatever. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe he is doing crunches in the sea. Who knows?
He had to kill the time, right?
One last friend that I have a problem with.
All right, well, let's end it on this one.
One of the biggest friends that I have a problem with
mm-hmm.
is the one that says no to every event, like idea that you have, ends up liking it, and then says no the next time because they say, "Ugh, I'm not into that."
Oh yeah,
but you had a great time last time, and I'm not even. I'm not. There's nobody specific I'm talking about when I say this. All I know is that I've invited somebody to a restaurant. I was like, I guess if you pay for me, I'll go. We go. Oh my god, that was so good. Well, hey, 2 weeks later, hey, you want to go back to that place? Like, I didn't really like it.
It's like, but you just said it was amazing.
Well, yeah, but I'd rather go here. Oh, another friend. Hey, you want to go watch that movie? Like, oh no. How about we go watch this movie? I'm like, it was a yes or no question. Do you want to go watch this? I didn't say do you want to go to the movies. I said do you want to go watch this movie?
You want to go watch The Visit?
Hell yeah.
Let's go watch The Visit, guys. We're out. We're going to do a lot more. We got new equipment, new stuff, new content. Check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/TGPA podcast.
Hey, Kelly, I got a question for you. I know you're not very active on Instagram, but have you been having like... Well, I just said you don't have very many people on Instagram.
I don't even have Instagram, dude.
Yeah, you do.
I do?
Yeah.
Say what?
Weird. It's weird. Like, beautiful women just keep following me. And I'm not tooting my own horn. It's just, I don't know if it's fake accounts or if it's...
Probably fake accounts, but...
Well, don't get me wrong. I'm following some of it. Like, if it's a good-looking woman, I'll follow them. I mean, I don't think, they're going to hack my Instagram. I don't even use Instagram. It's just weird. Like, more beautiful... Like, yeah, no post. Just, can you be more smart about... Ugh, whatever. I'll talk to you guys later. Follow the page. And, you know what? One way I think we can get people to like the page and actually listen to it is if we... I think we should do it.
Do it.
I think we could do it. One day we give out, like, $50.
$1 million, but...
No. I say $50.
$50, but...
You gotta like the page and you gotta listen to the podcast.
That sounds like a good deal.
Well, I mean, we've been stuck at 60...
60 likes on the page.
We just got 60 about 2-3 weeks ago.
I'll say this though, we're getting a lot of traffic on the page at least.
Yeah, and I don't know. I really don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I'm tagging people when I share it to my page. I don't know if it's the hashtags. I don't know if it's what's
I've seen
trending.
what's been causing it. We could track it down.
Yeah, because I gotta know. Because like, if it's the hashtags, then I'll hashtag the crap out of it. If it's sharing it with people, I'll share it with more people. If it's tagging people, if it's what's trending, like we'll put what we want, but we really want people to see the page. So if that's because that's what I do. I look at what's trending. If it interests me, I'll make a comment about it.
So yeah, guys. I mean, Facebook page is going crazy. Podcast is back. The wrestling rundown is going to be back as well. We got all kinds of stuff coming up, all kinds of cool content and podcast episodes coming up for you guys. If you guys have any suggestions for us, or you want us to talk about something, maybe even politics, if you want us to talk about something in particular, have questions for us whatsoever, shoot us messages on Facebook, man. We're more than happy to answer any one of them. Anything else you got left to say?
Yeah, I want to say that I like eggs.
You can go back now. See ya!